Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader. Welcome to Crypto Wars. Crusader.
What's going on, man? Every time that happens in the back screen, I just think of the video I sent you that one time.
I know what you're thinking. I know for sure. All right, Crypto fam, you don't get to see all the behind the scenes, so probably be thankful on this one. Crusader just busted my balls as usual. Glad that everybody is here. I will tell you in advance, I'm having some interesting computer stuff going on. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again, but yeah, if it does, I don't even know what just happened, but my whole computer just decided to wah on me. So yeah, that's what it is. All right, so let me jump into the chat real quick and say hello. Crypto Wanderer says, yo, 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 what's up? We got Enrique Suave in the house, Caffeinated Crypto. Good to see everybody. I'm sure there's more people in the chat, but that's what I can see because I just got logged back in. All right, so Crusader, we just had a fantastic meeting about the upcoming Trading Wars. So I want to remind everybody, Trading Wars will be kicking back off Season 3, January 8th. And guys, we have nailed down what's going to happen. And I know we've said before, oh, big changes. No, listen. Trading Wars Season 3 is going to be dope AF. I'm telling you right now, you guys are not going to want to miss this. So if you didn't see Season 1 or 2, or if you did, stick around because Season 3 is going to be remarkably different. I'm excited about it, dude. Are you?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely excited to revamp the show. It's going to be a very interesting twist on things. And, you know, it's just, man, I just like the evolution that we're going for, right? It's a big change, but it's a simple change and very fun for the people watching at home right now.
Yeah, for entertainment purposes, you guys are going to freaking love it. One of the things, without telling you guys what we're doing, but one of the things that we were struggling with was there was always like some sort of a little bit of like downtime or just talking when the trading wasn't happening and whatnot. So we have got a way to make this thing absolutely action-packed and have you on the edge of your seat. I'm telling you that right now. You will be on the edge of your seat with everything that we have upcoming. So make sure that you're there for that. And then you guys will be able to sign up underneath our link and all that good stuff. So super excited about that. Also, if you are already a member, your super chats are worth double. If you're a member of the show, your super chats are worth double. The next time we play Flip or Hodl, the game plan right now is to play that Friday. We want to give somebody a nice, big, fat Christmas present. There's $3,600 that's going to be on the line. So get those super chats in. We've got a number of them right now lined up and ready to rock. But get those in. If you are not a member, that's okay. Your super chats will just be worth every dollar will be a name on the wheel. So excited about that. RS Miller and Green Day Profits just jumped in as well. Good to see you guys. And if you're just lurking in the back, hello, hello. Oh, I wanted to tell you, Crusader, I forgot to tell you this. At the party in Vegas, I met a number of different people that follow us. And it was interesting because the people that I met, and shout out to you if you're out there, they're lurkers. I asked them what their name was, and they're like, well, you're not going to recognize me, but I knew immediately that they watched the show because they talked about the vests. They talked about my, competition with you regarding, or just our differences on XRP. They talked about our Flipper Hodl game. I mean, they knew what it was. So if you're a lurker, jump into the chat, say hello, give us a little salute, letting us know that you are here because we appreciate you as well. All right. Yeah, I think that's basically all the intro stuff that we got to do. Anything that I missed, Crusader?
No, let's just get right into it, bro. Let's talk about crypto. Things are popping off right now. I mean, Bitcoin's been trying to break above this 44,000, still kind of getting rejected there, but man, it's going to get interesting. Could we have the 50K Bitcoin before Christmas, baby?
The global crypto market cap is at 1.63 trillion with the T dollars. That's up 2.85%. Bitcoin at 43,570. What's that?
Crypto Billy in the house, dropping a $20 super chat. Says, I'm in. Much love. Merry Christmas. # givers gain.
Dude, all right, Crypto Billy
in there for 40 slots on the wheel for Flipper and Hodl this Friday, baby.
He's got 50. He's got 50.
He's got 50.
Yeah, he's got 50.
Another quick thing I want to mention also. Crypto Billy, dude, he's been doing the Billy Goat Tales spaces every Tuesday night.
Oh, dude, we missed it last night.
I jumped in last night.
Did you?
Last night around like 10. I was there for about 45 minutes or so. Tail end of the show. Dude, really good concept. Great concept. Bunch of people coming on, talking about they were talking about honor yesterday.
Okay.
They're talking about honor, business, just kind of in general, everything that encompasses the crypto space without just being like crypto token and NFT shilling or anything. And then they're recording all of it and condensing it down and putting it into NFTs like an audiobook NFT
Oh, really?
project.
I
Yeah.
didn't know he
So
was doing
every
that.
episode is a chapter. They're gonna do 30 chapters and then they're gonna make them into
Oh,
NFTs.
I didn't know that part. I didn't know
Yeah.
that part. Oh, that's super dope. Well, I was supposed to jump on last week and I forget something happened. It's just always got something going on, but I will definitely be jumping in there, checking that out. He's been a long time supporter and a good friend. I've met Billy in person.
Yeah, dude.
He's just a
I met
good
him.
dude, man. Good dude.
Bitcoin Miami.
So shout out to you, Crypto Billy. Keep killing it on the Twitters. And actually, what you were just saying, about honor, I'm not going to dive into it, but the crypto space has not been too damn honorable recently. Okay. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. ETH at 2171, sitting pretty flat, down 0.2%. BNB up a couple percent at $258. Solana.
Dude, hold on.
Gotta
Gotta interrupt you again.
Yeah.
Gotta interrupt you again.
Uh-oh. We got another super chat I didn't see.
Crypto Boyles, $20 super chat says, sending love to my peeps. Hashtags givers gain. He's part of the crew with Crypto Billy. Put him on the wheel for 40 more slots,
Ooh, he's got 60 now. I got a lot of typing to do, bro.
We've got like what? We got to show the wheel. But we think we got like close to 200 names or at least 200 entries.
There's a good number on there for sure. But if you're, one of those people that hasn't put it, listen, the funny thing is the super chats for everybody that's been getting in, the first couple people that have won have actually even been people that had not even big amounts. I think when Billy got it the one time, he didn't have a ton on there. So I just want to remind everybody, just because some people have a large number, the wheel still spins the same. It's just like any other freaking, it's just going to stop where it's going to stop. So yeah. So shout out to everybody with Flipper Hodl coming up. We're going to give a nice little Christmas present to somebody. Solana up almost 8% at $80, up almost 14% on the week. We're going to talk about Solana and XRP. If you didn't notice, Solana on top of XRP, we can talk about that later. XRP is up 1.61%. And if you didn't see it, I put out an XRP video, I believe that was earlier today. Make sure to check that out, kind of giving some alpha on what I think is going on in the XRP ecosystem. Cardano, number 8, up 2.14%. Almost 60 cents. AVAX continuing to do its thing, up 5.3%.
Dude, I'm glad I bought some yesterday. I bought some AVAX yesterday, a very small amount.
About
$700, give or take. And I was like, dude, I think this thing's going to keep going. I don't think this is going to pull back anytime soon. And just like Injective, right? We've talked about Injective. Dude, they've both just been ripping and it's been pumping like crazy, dude. I hope there's a pullback. I hope you are right at some point after we hit the 50K Bitcoin, we come back down and get some really low numbers again for these altcoins, dude, because I want to pick up a bigger bag of Injective. I don't have one at all. I want to pick up a bigger bag of AVAX and a few others out there as well.
Whoa.
Did I freeze?
Yeah, you did. But you want to pick up Injective and a few other ones. That's what I picked up.
Injective, I don't have a bag. I want to pick up a bag of Injective. I want to pick up a bag of AVAX. And there's a few others out there that I also want to pick up a bag of. But, dude, things have just been nonstop ripping, just like these freaking super chats.
Super chats are getting wild today. Green Day Profits with $20 more, and I believe he's got to be.
He's the member. He's a member. Put him on there
he's got 80 slots now.
Oh, baby. Let's go, man. Somebody's gonna take that $3,600.
Green Day Profit said, "Listen, I'm giving myself as best of an opportunity to get on for this little Christmas present coming up as humanly possible." Shout out to you, Green Day Profits. We appreciate you. We love you guys. Thank you guys for always supporting the show. All right. So, yeah, that's what's going on in the top of the markets. Crusader, did you have a little TA? Oh, my gosh. We got caffeinated crypto in the house.
Showing some support,
$20
dude.
super chat.
Another member of this channel.
Another member of the show.
40 more slots, baby.
Yep. He's got 50 slots now, so he is
making
rocking
keeper
and rolling.
Making keeper sweat.
Yeah, listen, I figured out the trick to this, guys, okay? I got a note open now as opposed to right now. You guys are giving me homework that I have to but I don't have to do it.
We just got to have you on the show just typing the whole time.
Maybe we'll make a YouTube of Keeper doing trying to keep up with super chat. Yeah. But we got you on there, Caffeinated Crypto. Thank you for showing support. We love you, brother. Did you want to show a little TA or?
Yeah. Let's show some TA here. So as you guys can see, we're talking about this December range that we've been in. We once again tried to break above 44,000. We hit 44,200, give or take, which is the value area high of this range. Got rejected, lost the point of control. Also been rejected from there, and just haven't been able to sustain that level. It's so sad that we haven't hit 50K yet. My daughter's even crying about it. So man, it's just going to be this range. Are we going to be able to snap out of this range before this month is over and start making these moves to the higher levels? We need to get above this April PIV. We need to stay above this value area high of 44,200, give or take. And from there, build support. We're building support here in the 40s, right? Between 41,000 and 44,000. We're building support with ranges. So it's only a matter of time before we have a breakout. And with this January ETF looming at January 10th. Mike Nogarat's talking about how we could have it even earlier than then. It's only a matter of time before so many tests of this value area high we break through, and then we break into this upper range here that 50K baby is right in the corner. I mean, we're not that far away. What's a $6,000 move for Bitcoin at this point?
You sounded like Crypto Grady, by the way. You said 40K, 50K, baby. Grady is a baby.
You're right.
You sound just like Grady. Anytime I hear somebody say baby now, all I can hear is Grady in the back of my head. Baby. Sounds like a damn wrestler all the time.
Next time your wife calls you baby, just think of Grady. Just baby.
That would be a little awkward. Okay. Don't want to be thinking about Grady in that regard. All right. So that's so Bitcoin, obviously that's, the leading indicator of the rest of the crypto markets. There's not going to be a lot, according to some numbers that are out there as it relates to the limited supply for the entire world. Bitcoin's limited supply translates to just 222,222 Satoshis per person globally. I got to pull out here so I can. There you go.
Bitcoin, how crazy is that?
I know. Bitcoin's with its total supply capped to 21 million presents an interesting scenario when compared to the current world population of approximately 8.1 billion. This rare perspective, based on worldometers, offers a deeper understanding of Bitcoin's availability. Basically, what it's saying is, on average, each individual in the world, if split evenly, will possess 259,259 Satoshis. That's $110. This doesn't account for certain realities of the Bitcoin ecosystem. For instance, the analysis needs to consider 1.5 million zombie coins, a term referring to the Bitcoin's inactive since the inception. Those are unlikely to come into the circulating supply. Those effectively reduce the amount of Bitcoin. Dude, how much are we set up, bro? If the average person, if you gave it to everybody, has $110 worth of Bitcoin, I'd say you and I are in a pretty good position. And I'm going to guess that most of the people in the chat have put themselves, or at least I hope, not financial advice, but in a good position, as it were, with Bitcoin. But yeah, dude, that's a crazy number.
Dude, that's what I'm telling you. The supply is so limited, and it's going to have to convert from people talking in terms of Bitcoin to people just talking in terms of Satoshis. Yeah, I've got 100,000 Satoshis. I've got this cost, 80 Satoshis or 100,000 Satoshis, whatever the number is of a Satoshi to, a reference of like $1 right now.
Yeah.
Right. Whether one Satoshi is 1 penny or one Satoshi is 50 cents or whatever, who knows? At some point, that's gonna be the reference. People are gonna have to be speaking in Satoshis, because there's just not gonna be enough. People are not gonna be walking around with half a Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin. That's not going to exist. Everyone is only gonna see Satoshis. Nobody's gonna be able to accumulate on these exchanges a full Bitcoin ever again, because there's just not enough in the circulating supply. There's not enough with the institutions coming in. There just isn't enough.
At my calculation currently, it would basically feel as if it was a meme coin, because at the current dollar valuation versus the current valuation of Bitcoin, those Satoshis are worth so if each person has $110, right, the Satoshis are going to be worth 0.0004 cents. So that's
at current prices, right? But as we escalate
higher,
right?
Yeah.
Whether Bitcoin hits 10 trillion market cap or 15 trillion market cap or whatever it is, those Satoshi values are going to go higher and higher. Plus, the dollar's going down.
Yeah.
So we're getting closer to that penny every single day, baby. If it just gets to that penny.
If it just, yeah, we've heard that one before in all sorts of the meme coin space. So Bitcoin, however, not a meme coin. Smash the like if you haven't already, crypto fan. We appreciate everybody for being here. Make sure you are a member so that you can up your super chats. And then also, if you haven't put on the bell notification, put that on. Solana or AVAX, in your opinion? I'm going with AVAX. You're muted.
Oh, hello. Yeah. That's an interesting one. I'm kind of torn, right? Because Solana's going to probably perform very well. NFTs on Solana have performed very well. We haven't really seen an NFT boom happen in the AVAX community ecosystem just yet. We've seen gamification, we've seen crypto gaming on AVAX, so that's going to do AVAX as well. But AVAX doesn't really have NFTs that I know of, or at least any kind of really booming community of AVAX NFTs. They might have this next bull run, but they don't yet. Solana already has it. Am I frozen?
Yep, you sure are, good sir. But
I don't understand why.
yeah, I'm not
literally
really sure.
Plugged in.
I don't know. I've got 5 green bars. I don't see any green bars on yours, so I don't know what's going on. That's weird.
All right, but
All right.
yeah, I'm kind of torn. I think overall, probably gonna take Solana.
Okay,
Probably gonna take Solana.
Okay. Now, are you talking about for returns or?
Yeah, I'm talking about returns. I'm talking about returns long term.
Dude, but no, think about it. Solana's at what right now? $80.
$80.
Well, people are talking about
Even
even
a
$600 Solana is only an 8x from here.
Yeah, but AVAX is not as big as Solana yet. Like AVAX,
I agree.
In the bear market,
but that's why the returns could be a lot more crazy too.
Maybe,
you know how that goes.
But I feel like there's just a way stronger community for Solana already that's going to massively pump Solana to the upside. NFT wise, just all kinds of things that are going to be being built on Solana. There's a lot of gaming that I'm very bullish on. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I want to load up a bag of AVAX. I want both on my portfolio. I'm just saying I think Solana might just do a little bit better.
Yeah. So over on Bitcoin, I just think that the AVAX returns are going to be better. No real thesis or anything behind it. I just think that it has longer. I think it just has a larger amount and ability to run, and I think the gaming is going to be so big.
You think AVAX can do better than this?
Than $400?
Yeah.
No, but that's not what we're comparing.
Returns.
Well, but a $400 would only be a 5x from here. So yes, I think so.
Well, not from current prices. I'm saying you got to look at strategically where it's been this whole year to where if it could hit $400, you can't just go from where we're at.
Well, I mean, that's what I thought we were talking about. From here, moving forward, I don't know. We'll see. I think AVAX has an opportunity from here forward to do more. Let's put it that way. I actually don't know what AVAX was.
Their meme coins are definitely popping off.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. And I don't think 400 is a crazy number at all. I think that's actually mildly
That's pretty conservative.
Mildly conservative versus what a lot of people think.
I think Solana could pull off an ETH run where it just rips, might even hit $1,000. Who knows?
So I'm going to skip the next one, but it was just basically talking about basically Bitcoin surging past 44,000. $50 million were liquidated in an hour. Across all digital asset markets.
It's because everyone's shorting on that CME gap that we talked about yesterday on the show.
Yep, and they are getting
so focused on that CME gap that you get smacked in the mouth, and they're gonna pump that thing the opposite way. I've been telling you guys.
Speaking of people getting smacked in the mouth, a number of people got smacked in the mouth from the Ledger hack. It was not as big of a hack as we've seen, obviously. But basically, they've pledged full compensation for their victims of $600K Connect Kit exploit. So in a December 20th statement, the firm revealed that Connect Kit library compromise resulted in the theft of $600,000 in digital assets from users who blind-signed on EVM dApps. Ledger affirmed its commitment to compensating the affected individuals and disclosed its active engagement with these users. Basically what happened here, my understanding of it, and I'm not going to give you a comprehensive breakdown of it, but you have to connect different applications to add different assets to your wallet. And my understanding is the Connect Kit was compromised for a short amount of time. And when people were just saying, yep, sign it, just clicking on that connect button, clicking on that, pick this app up, they were able to exploit about $600,000. I'm glad to see Ledger taking care of that. But this is another reason why you've got to pay attention all the time when you're clicking as it relates to crypto. I am incredibly careful about this, but I don't know, dude. Depending on how this went down, if I would have been moving funds onto a ledger and adding a new asset, it probably seemed like just a total normal, yep, got to add it, click, got to add it, click. Whereas the other times, usually people make mistakes and then actually do something where they get caught in some sort of an attempt to be greedy or whatever. This didn't look like that.
Yeah, man. This is the problem, man. Ledger's been dropping the ball left and right this past year with the backdoor, with all this other stuff, and they've just been a big target. They went from being the best in the game to now literally probably being one of the worst hardware wallets that I do not recommend anyone to get. And this I'm not saying it can't happen with another one. We'll see another blunder at some point with another company, I'm sure. But for now, Ledger has definitely been the worst. They are basically the meme coin, right? They're the Shiba of hardware wallets at this point. They are just not trustworthy. They keep dropping the ball. And this is why I don't connect my hardware wallet to MetaMask. A lot of people, I had this conversation when we were down in Miami, right? People are like, oh, yeah, I use a hardware wallet. I just connect it to my MetaMask and I do all these things and it's safe. No, there's always a way. They can always find a way to get you. And that's why I don't connect my ledger to anything.
Yeah. I mean, our Bitcoin mining profits will be connected to hardware wallets. We're not going to be putting them on a hot wallet. That just seems like a opportunity. You know what I mean? Whether it is, whether it isn't, it just feels like an opportunity. I'm not playing with it. I like the hardware wallets. Puddle says, based on what I've read about the ledger issue, is sounding like an inside job, allowing an ex-employee to check on the code.
Yeah, because they had to literally do a whole code update to like remove some stuff. They've played it off with like, oh, there was an employee that got they got socially engineered and they were somehow able to, what that means is that an outsider hacked an insider without actually like hacking them. They just basically like got them confused enough to make a mistake to then give them access to something, right? And then by them dropping that code in there that allowed this to even happen. But a lot of that stuff, usually if you investigate hard enough, could be an inside job for sure. You just never know.
It'll be interesting whether there was an actual, plot there or whether, like you said, maybe somebody just got duped into doing something in a certain fashion or manner. Either way, I'm glad to see that Ledger is going to, return the funds and make everybody whole. I think it's the right thing to do.
They better if they want to stay in business.
Yeah, you have a liability as a business owner. You own a business, and if something happens on your side of the business, whether
especially a financial business, you're holding people's money, or you're providing some type of service or product that protects their money, and then it fails.
Yeah, for sure. It's whether it was your quote unquote fault or not, you do hold that responsibility, because guess what? Somebody screwed up somewhere to allow someone to be able to even make that exploit happen. So for sure, I am on board with them giving everybody's money back. So that's good to see. All right, let's so Bitcoin mining has been booming. The fees have been absolutely just astronomical. As of December 20th, there have been an observable shift in Bitcoin mining landscape as the earnings and fees are beginning to surpass the conventional miner rewards, which we love that. Traditionally, a miner is rewarded 6.25 Bitcoin for every block mined. However, due to an increasing frenzy surrounding inscriptions, the fees have begun to overtake those set rewards. According to Memecool, block 822,070 reported fees of 6.352 Bitcoin, and another block 6.582. Basically, the fees were roughly around $275,000. There have also been several instances where block fees have exceeded 7.2 Bitcoin, which is like 300K. So, dude, all of these inscriptions that have been bogging down and messing with the network at the same time have been also rewarding the miners with all of this crazy activity on. So which do you think? Which do you think
it's the same thing as ETH, right? As more ETH things happen on ETH and the gas prices get higher and higher, the the node validators, whatever they are making more and more. Same thing is happening here with Bitcoin mining. The miners are getting rewarded more and more as the network is being bogged down with all these inscriptions, and there needs to be higher fees to let these transactions go through.
Yeah.
So therefore, meaning the miners are not just making more money off mining the Bitcoin on its own, but the as the ecosystem grows, and we've seen this before in other blockchains, as the ecosystem grows and there's more activity, whoever's securing the network, whether you're a validator, you're a node, you're a freaking miner, you're going to be rewarded more because you're securing the network. So that does work in favor for the miners in this aspect. The only case is I wish you could see more of this in the bear market, because that's when things get really rough, right? You hope to see more ecosystem growth in down times so that the miners don't have to sell so much. But
yeah, for sure.
it's going to be great for miners.
Yeah, and I do know that the mining machines are drastically going up as it were with price, which we knew that was going to be happening. As this bull run kicks and people are trying to catch their little piece of the pie, we're going to continue to see that skyrocket. It'll be interesting to see how the difficulty factor, which is something that we have to pay attention to, how the difficulty factor keeps up with price and vice versa, the inverse of that as well. So that's something that miners are always paying attention to. If you're in Bitcoin mining, you need to know, hey, where am I profitable? Where am I not? And then ultimately, how much in profit am I at certain there is a mathematical formula to all of this, and these inscriptions have done nothing but increase the amount that they're bringing in. So I mean, cool to everybody out there mining. You're making some more money, so shout out to you. Smash the like if you haven't already. Make sure that you guys are not only subscribed to the channel, but an actual member. If you're throwing out super chats, we are doubling those super chats for Flipper Hodl. Flipper Hodl is looking to be on Friday. We want to give a big fat Christmas present to somebody in the audience. It's up to $3,600. So if your name's not already on the wheel, every dollar is one name on the wheel. Unless you are a member, then it's going to double up. So if you're not familiar with our game, it is a mix between Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and, if I could speak, Deal or No Deal.
Deal or no deal, baby. Yeah. Flip or hodl.
We ask questions in between the case. He's picking out the cases. Oh, you already got rid of the 3,600. We ask questions in between these, and then they're exponential multipliers on your percentages. It's a lot of freaking fun. It's crypto-centric. You're going to learn about a particular project or token as well. So lots of fun stuff going on over there. Yesterday, we had a pretty successful game.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah. It's let's not run through a whole game right now, though. I think
I'm almost done right now. Come on, baby.
If you don't know how this works, he's
once you start, you can't stop.
He's like a crackhead playing this game. He starts and
then we lost.
We're in big trouble now. This is not going to be a good one. This is
1,500, baby. What are you talking about? 1,500 bucks still on the table.
Yeah, for now.
Talk about negativity. Look at
there
that. Look at that negativity.
There it goes.
Jeez Louise.
Oh boy. 350 bucks. Still. That's freaking fantastic. So congrats on your $350 of fake money there.
Thanks for your negativity along the way.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I just saw it coming. That's why those bank offers make a whole lot of freaking sense. Check this out. People have been talking about taxes, obviously, as it were, with crypto for a long time. These are called tax wraps. Unwrap the financial gift of tokenization this Christmas. I just want to explain this. It's pretty cool. So with increased institutional interest in the crypto on the horizon, we expect tokenization to continue growing exponentially in 2024. Check out how this new concept could amplify tokenization. So in dividends in the stock market, when companies pay out profits as non-qualified dividends, recipients face immediate tax liabilities. ETFs are one tool to defer those tax obligations. They often reinvest their dividends back into the fund, allowing the value to grow tax deferred until investors sell their ETF shares. This allows investors to defer tax obligations, which means put it off, while compounding their wealth. With tax wraps, their goal is to broaden the ETF-style deferral mechanism via tokenization. So effectively, it says, consider a tokenized asset fund or trust, TAFs. A family office wishing to minimize their tax burden can perform in-kind transfers of income-generating stocks or assets to TAFs, and in return, receive tokens representing their ownership in the trust. Like ETFs, these tokens derive their value from the pool of assets in the fund, and then when they generate income, the funds will acquire more of the underlying asset, i.e. reinvesting, and then the existing token pool value will increase. When the family office is ready to liquidate its holdings, tokens can either be sold or burned, at which point the overall gains or losses are considered for tax purposes. one of the problems that people have had in the crypto space is the tax burden, the tax liability, and what that looks like. This is allowing real world, like I've been talking about for a while now, this movement towards actual useful things happening in the crypto space that change how we utilize crypto. Utilitarian bull run. This is a great example. They're effectively, as they in this case, tokenizing a family office, and then they're able to continue to reinvest in that family office as the assets that are within that they tokenize grow, and they don't have to immediately pay the tax burden, pay the tax burden, pay the tax burden. So it can continue to grow, reinvest, grow, reinvest, grow, reinvest. A lot of people do this with real estate in a little bit different fashion. But dude, I see tokenization as absolutely the future. Do you agree with that? And if so, can you give an example or two of how you see or what you see people tokenizing?
I think people are going to be tokenizing a lot of stuff. I think people are going to be tokenizing themselves. I think rich, famous people, celebrities, NBA players, right, athletes, whatever. Uh, everything is going to be tokenized at some point, because it's just going to be, how do people gain access to you? How do other businesses
Yeah.
do business with you? What are your, how do they get to you? And how do people get access to your likeness, to your whatever? And
Yeah.
I think tokenizing yourself would be a great idea. That'd be something.
We talked about that in Miami. Remember that conversation?
That's right. We did talk about that in Miami.
Yeah.
Real estate is obviously going to be tokenized. They've been doing that already for a little bit. We're going to see more of that in the future.
Cars they'll probably do it with, especially like collector
tokenized. I mean, at some point, stocks, they're all going to be
Oh, yeah.
tokenized, right? The whole stock market is going to be on the blockchain. And everything is headed that way. It's just, it opens up the doors for more people to have true ownership of what they're getting themselves involved with. And the people that are producing these different tokens, or tokenizing themselves, or tokenizing their assets, or whatever it is, it gives them true true ownership to not just to sell it, right? So to actually gain the profits, and not have some third party contract company taking massive chunks. And there's always going to be some third party that provides a service to tokenize yourself, and nobody's going to go and build their own smart contract. And so there's always going to be those kind of minor details, but the majority of it is always going to start going back to the actual people, and not so much to these middle companies.
And they're going to have to change some of the laws, as it were, with securities. So we're going to see that happening, because a great example would be if you tokenize real estate and then fractionalize that piece of real estate. They would consider that right now a security, but they're working. There's going to be a lot of different things changing in the space so that people are able to do that. And yes, you can fractionalize ownership of things via tokenization. It's going to be really cool as we see this move forward. So smash that like if you are all for tokenization of the entire future, including yourself. I think it's a really interesting idea that we're going to continue to see press forward as we press further and further into this thing called the crypto space and the blockchain space, the blockchain future. All right, cool. Last but not least, let's talk about Solana. Solana leapfrogs. Hold on a second. XRP is the 5th largest crypto, spurred by meme coin mania. Let me pull up here. Now, why? Decentralized exchanges on Solana have experienced a boost in trading volume on December 15th. Orca facilitated 746 million in volume. It had previously surpassed 100 million only once before November. Much of the increased activity can be attributed to meme coins like Bonk, a dog-themed token that now has a market cap of over $1.2 billion. It says, but much of the recent focus has been Solana itself. The blockchain appears to improve network stability following a series of, oh yeah, you got it, outages last year. It has also distanced itself from FTX following the collapse of the exchange, which purchased $1 billion worth of Solana tokens before it filed for bankruptcy. Solana is currently at 8104. I think it's a little different than that from when this article was written. Trading volume's up 39% to $2.6 billion, according to CoinMarketCap. So we were talking earlier about Solana versus AVAX. Let me just say this. I think the smart play, and none of this is financial advice, is probably to hold both. I hold a little bit of AVAX. I've been hesitating on Solana because I think it has ripped so much at this point. I still feel like there's probably 3, 4, 5, 6, 7x maybe available there. But I am just choosing to put some of the limited funds that I have into something that I feel like is going to get a lot higher exponential returns than that, just because of how my portfolio is structured right now. But Solana is killing it. The meme coins are absolutely driving this, with Bonk doing what it did. Crusader, do you think that it's ultimately going to be things built or tokens or assets built on Solana, or do you think that Solana itself is going to need to see, like, what do you think?
Yeah, it's the ecosystem. It's the ecosystem, right? That's what drives these layer ones, these ecosystem tokens to really grow, because as Solana being the gas token, right? Everyone's using Solana. Everyone has to buy Solana. Everything is being built on Solana. It's the reason why Ethereum is the biggest it's altcoin there is out there, is because everything is mainly built on Ethereum. Now we're seeing some competitors come up. They're building their ecosystems, AVAX, Solana, whether it's crypto gaming or whatever else they're doing, right? That is what grows the native token. It's building an ecosystem. You have a token with no ecosystem, it's limited on how far it can go. Why is Bitcoin blowing up now? Obviously, the 4-year cycle is built into it. It's a little different than what the altcoins are experience, but with an ecosystem now being built on it because of the Taproot, that was the Taproot upgrade a couple of years ago, and having smart contracts kind of coming in, inscriptions, and all these things that are trying to be built. DeFi on Bitcoin is something that's trying to be built. A Web 5, right? It's trying to be built on Bitcoin with Jack Dorsey. That is the ecosystem that drives adoption, that drives more people onto your coin. There's a reason to be on there. So it's ecosystems is what make native tokens blow up.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like a massive company that either like for example, Amazon, probably the biggest, if not, well, I think Apple's technically a larger company, but let's say Amazon, biggest company in the world, or one of the biggest companies in the world. If you look, it's not Amazon branded products. No, the ecosystem is Amazon, where everybody else goes to sell their products. And I think that's literally a great example of what a lot of the crypto space is doing. Ethereum is effectively the Amazon right now in the crypto space. Solana's trying to make a push, and a lot of these other tokens, a lot of these other assets, a lot of these other companies are going to, oh, hey, you lost your background, bro. A lot of these other tokens are ecosystems are making a push towards that. So that's kind of the down low on what's going on. Crypto fam, I think we just had a little minor setback with Crusader, but I don't know. I just want to tell everybody in here as a reminder, each and every one of you needs to know that we are playing Flipper Hodl, planning on doing that on Friday. That's the game plan as of right now. $3,600 on the line. We are jumping off a little bit early just because I have to go train for my karate combat fight. Had to get out here a little bit early today. So we love you guys. Question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl.
Like I thought.
We will see you soon.